Hey guys, today is day 93. It is June 2nd at 11:30 at night. I've had my niece for a couple of days, so I didn't get to make any videos. She totally exhausts me in the best ways possible. We've been going to the pool, to the playground, and staying up late and just hanging out. She's 4.5. We just had a really good time together. But I have still been doing my walks and keeping up with myself. I just haven't been recording it. Yesterday, something really scary happened. I was on my Peloton working out, and she was standing beside me, and she put her foot on the Peloton. And I said, "Don't do that. It's dangerous. You're going to make Auntie fall, and you're going to fall, and we're going to get hurt. So go watch your cartoons, and I'll be done in a little bit." Well, I wasn't paying attention. I was walking in the Peloton. I had a class playing, and I was on the phone with a friend. All of a sudden, she starts screaming. I turn around to look, and she's getting pulled into the bottom of the Peloton. And I immediately hit the emergency switch. And thank God it released her hand. Like, it didn't get to the point where it was caught. But she cried for an hour. I was so scared that I felt like I was going to throw up, because I had just seen a video a couple weeks ago about a little kid who died by getting sucked into the bottom of a Peloton. That's all on me. She's 4. I wasn't paying attention, doing too many things at once. People think they're really good at multitasking, but the reality is we're not. We are only giving partial attention to all of these little things at one time, and that could have been a devastating situation. That would have changed our lives forever if something bad had happened to her. And Ron has been telling me for years that I don't do well at procrastinating, at multitasking. I said procrastinating because on my screen there's a video about procrastination. Ron's been saying that for years, that I don't multitask well. And I always felt like, yeah, I hear you, but I get shit done. There hasn't been any problems. And although, sure, some things are not as good as they could be, but I always felt like as long as I get it done, it doesn't matter. Kill 2 birds with 1 stone and all that. But after everything calmed down, she stopped crying, I started thinking about that. Like, just the guilt of hurting my little baby, and knowing that I wasn't giving my full attention to everything that was going on around me. Every single day when I'm on my Peloton, the instructor says, keep kids and pets away from it. And I told her to go in the room. She's watching TV. Things can happen with a little kid in a half a second. I didn't even hear her sneak back in. Why? Because I'm on the Peloton doing a class and talking on my cell phone. Too many things. And like I said, she cried for a whole hour. Part of it was her hand hurt, and part of it was she was scared. And she even said, she just kept saying, "That was so scary, that was so scary." Broke my heart. So 3 ice packs later, we went to the swimming pool. And we were supposed to go to the pool after I got off the Peloton. But while she was crying, she was like, I don't want to go to the pool. Take me to the hospital. I'm just like, oh my God. She couldn't wiggle her fingers at first, and her hand swelled up. But then after she was done crying, she decided she still wanted to go to the pool. And I was like, okay, I'll keep an eye on it. I noticed that when she was putting her bathing suit on, she's like not using her hand. So obviously I had to help her. And she's like not using the hand. And I'm like, can you do this? And she's like, no. And so we go to the pool for like 4 hours. And the cold water definitely did it some good because the swelling went down. She's swimming, snorkeling with her snorkel on, having a good time. And by the time we left the pool, she's like, Auntie, look, my hand is okay. It doesn't hurt anymore. It was still a little red and a little swollen, but I was able to like press around and everything, and she said it was fine. So I called her mom and let her know, and her grandpa, she lives with them, to keep an eye out. But now I'm wearing the clip because then I thought, because of course then I go down the guilty rabbit hole and see videos of things getting sucked into the bottom of people's equipment, an exercise ball, like socks, anything back there can get pulled in. They tell you, they give you so many warnings. But here I am. I'm a child-free household. I never use the clip even. And I said, you know what? I need to start using the clip because what if I fall off and fall off to the back? And then my shirt gets caught or my hair gets caught or something and the machine is still running. There's no way a person is strong enough to fight against a powerful machine sucking you in. These safety measures are in place for a reason. And I'm going to I started using it. It's right here. Especially when I'm running because, you know, you get tired and trip up a little bit. If I fall and the machine's still running, that could be a devastating situation. So that was my traumatic experience yesterday. It was very scary, but I learned a valuable lesson. I need to slow down. I need to pay attention to what I'm doing and focus on what I'm doing. And especially when you have little people around or pets, you have to be even more careful. You can't take anything for granted and think that a 4-year-old's going to listen, because they don't listen. Or that your pet isn't going to come up behind you to be curious and see what you're doing. That's just normal stuff. It's just normal stuff. So, going to be more careful. And I guess I'll start working on that. Focusing on one thing at a time and not multitasking as much. So that's all I came to say. Just wanted to do a quick check-in because it's been a little bit. This is day 93. My birthday is on Friday, July 4th. And, yeah. Just going to keep on plugging along like I do. But even right now, as I say this, I'm multitasking. I'm not playing a video, but I'm making a video while I'm talking. But Zora has gone home now. And I don't have to worry about that precaution. But I do need to be more mindful about focusing on the task at hand and not doing too many things at once. Because that does help you stay in the moment. And not only is this year about getting physically fit, excuse me, it's about getting mentally fit. And part of that would be staying in the moment and focusing, because you're only doing something half-ass otherwise. And if you want to do it right, and if you want to do it to the best of your ability, you have to give it your full attention. All right, you guys, I'm gonna go. I don't know if you can tell, I got a lot of color from the pool. And I'll see you in the next one.